Sup, guys? Fat Archon here, bringing yet another very special episode. Today we're actually doing a two-parter. We're gonna start off doing a Chaos Knight model range review, similar to my last couple live streams. And then at the end of this, we'll actually do a live drawing for the Greater Brass Scorpion and Khorne I was giving away. I recall saying if we had so many comments, then I would do some runner-ups. So we blew past those the deadlines I set, and yeah, so we got a few names to draw. I might also have something special for some of y'all in the chat, so be sure to say hi. Be sure to pitch in, by the way. I definitely need your guys' help. By the way, so I've been doing a few of these streams lately. The most fun part is getting to chat with you guys, so like, don't be a stranger. If you got any input to add, or if you think I'm rating something goofy, or whatever, be sure to reach out and let me know. We can work together as a team as we rate the models. What's up, James? Nice to see you, man. Banana, hi to you as well. Michael, hello, friend. Glad you all could make it. It's kind of crazy. This is like a weekday afternoon, and we have a fair amount of people waiting for the chat and whatnot. As usual, I'm like blown away that you guys are coming along. So thank you guys very much for joining. Be sure to give the stream a thumbs up, or if you're watching this later, give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, do please consider liking and subscribing. It's pretty wild how fast the channel's growing. We're up to We're up to like 1,300 freaking subscribers. I show you guys, but we're over 1,300. That is insane for like 1 month or however long it's been. Yeah, genuinely, I can't thank you guys enough. So originally, the entire video was just going to be the drawing, which I found this website that'll pick random comments, so we'll do that together. But then I realized that'd be like a 2-minute ordeal. It'd be really boring. Probably not that entertaining, so I figured, yeah, let's spice it up. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun together and do Chaos Knights. Quick disclaimer, just like every other Chaos video I've done. Freaking, we're talking about Chaos here. Some of the best looking models, like automatically they're better than like any Imperial army, just about. So don't be surprised if I rate these kind of high. That said, we can rate them versus each other, and there are a couple stinkers in here. We'll get to them. A couple stinkers. So just assume whatever I rate these guys, just assume like overall they probably go a tier or two higher compared to the other armies. Because again, we're talking about Chaos here. Like, come on, man, look at that. Pretty awesome. Yeah, exactly, Banana. All S tier. Let's see, James. Nice to have some background noise. Yeah, man. Yeah. So back when I was like doing, building up my armies and all that stuff, and man, yeah, I'd always listen to either the streams or army reviews or whatever. Yeah. So I'm glad I can be here to be your entertainment while you paint or whatever it is you guys are doing. Thunder. Hey, Thunder. Glad to have you here again, man. I was hoping some of y'all would make it, so I'm glad you made it, brother. Anyways. Enough of the intro. Like I mentioned earlier, so I should have a few special themes for you guys in the chat. So towards the end of this, we'll get into that, and we'll start giving away some goodies. I do want to do more giveaways in the future. I have a boat ton of models. I got a boat ton of like Forgeworld, and I also got a 3D printer. So yeah, man, we'll have contests for days as time goes on. Anyways, enough of the intro. We can hop right into it. And by the way, we're starting off with a freaking all-star here. We're starting off with the Abhorrent. Let's see. James David says, what do you think is the best... Oh, my chat always gets cut off. 1 second here. Come here. Oh, that's why. I was getting cut off. Sorry, I'm being all weird. James says, what do you think is the best god to do kit bashes for knights? That's easy. That'd probably be Nurgle. Nurgle anything looks awesome, but I'm extremely Nurgle biased, so take that as you will. Alright, to start off, we got the Abhorrent, Knight Abhorrent. This is one of the newer kits. This came out with the, that special edition box set that they did a short while back with the War Dogs and this guy in it. Yeah, this guy's a baller. Like, do I even have to tell you? The model work they did on it is fantastic. I will say, I'll be completely honest. Here, do we got a rotating version? Yeah, we got a rotating version. His arm, the gun arm... it's not bad, alright, it's not bad at all. What I really am kind of iffy on is actually the tail. The tail, it's not terrible, but it's kind of like, I don't know, it just like goes out straight and has a funny little end or whatever. So if I was to change one thing, like, maybe I'd be the tail. Honestly, I think what I did, I believe, I like magnetized him. I did something with mine so I could run him as Desecrator and Abhorrent without caring about the tail or whatever. So a lot of times I do run him without it. That said, look at the skull mask. Like, this is the best, this is one of the better masks, in my humble opinion. Look at the, like, detail work with the birds, the chains, all this stuff. We'll actually see them here in a bit, but back in the day, man, you just had to, like, you had to convert your own models if you wanted to run Chaos Knights, and so it was kind of hard to get them looking pretty sick like this guy right here. Definitely love, like, the banner, obviously is awesome. We're not all as good a painter as, as these guys, so don't expect it to look that good, but very happy with this guy. By the way, speaking of Chaos Knights, like, if you're looking for a new army, or maybe you're a new player especially, Chaos Knights is one of the better ones you could possibly pick. They're relatively, like, it seems like it'd be so expensive, right? $185 or whatever. Not really. You only need, like, 2 of these guys and then a fair amount of war dogs, and bada bing, bada boom, you got an entire army. A 40k army for under $1,000 like, that's a pretty good deal. It helps, too, that these guys give some of the best, like, kit bashing opportunities, period. You got so much work, or so much room to work with. They're also easy to paint. Again, giant surfaces are usually a lot easier to paint. Mine was pretty easy. I just did tabletop standard to start off with, so spray paint them silver, get the armor panels, whatever color you want, and then do a few highlights, and bada bing, bada boom, you're good. Anyways, so Knight Abominant. Knight Abominant, where am I going to rate this guy? He would seem like automatic S tier, right? But truthfully, that tail, the tail and the gun, I'm not 1,000% sold on. So this is probably going to be the most controversial take of the night, probably. I'm going to put this guy in damn good for right now, for this moment. We'll put him in damn good. He very well may go in S tier. If we want to talk about the awesome part, the freaking, whatever they're called, the mecha tendrils or whatever, that alone is like S tier right there. And the birds are pretty freaking awesome, but damn good, at least for now. Let's see, Quinn Morris says, Chaos Knights or Imperial Knights? I have an Escalation League coming up, and I can't wait to go against a Knight player with one model in the first 500-point round. All right, Quinn, if you're trying to win, Imperial Knights. Imperial Knights, this second, right now, this moment, are stronger. They just have way better, like, army rules overall. I would say profile-wise, like, Chaos Knights are better, but when it comes to overall army rules and whatnot, yeah, Imperial Knights are better. That said, if you're going for rule of cool and being a badass and all that sort of stuff, obviously it's Chaos Knights. So, just a heads up on that. James David says, honestly, only issue I have with Knights is that war dogs are always out of stock. It's funny you mentioned that, man. I used to just sell my armies when I was done with them, so I'd play them for like a year or whatever, and then I'd get bored and I'd sell them. I decided when I started Chaos, I'm like, okay, I'm done selling the armies because I always got to start over from scratch or whatever. The other week, I looked up war dogs on eBay. I got very tempted to sell some of my war dogs because, yes, they're always out of stock and they're outrageously expensive right now. Caveman Luther says, there are some pretty sweet 3D models to print for Chaos Knights. If that's an option for y'all, you are 100% correct. I have indeed printed an entire knight. It looks almost just like the real thing. Even better. So 3D printing, like, be careful printing entire models. We do, you know, we do love Games Workshop. Do whatever you want. But anyways, for Chaos Knights, you can print accessories for them, and they look fantastic, especially the shells, the, like, yeah, the armor, just all their armor, period. You can 3D print and get some really sick stuff. It makes it so that buying the Forgeworld stuff probably isn't worth it anymore. Alright, next up, though, we got Knight the Spoiler. So, maybe you guys notice, like, you guys notice an issue with this guy. I notice an issue. First of all, we got that damn dirty Imperial character right there. Like, what the hell is he doing in my Chaos Knight picture? Second of all, this is just an Imperial Knight. This is just an Imperial Knight that's painted chaosy. So I'm seeing a huge issue right here. That said, that is like the coolest paint job ever. I really enjoy that paint job because orange is like one of my favorite colors. And then funnily enough, I didn't do it on purpose, I swear. My Knights, my Chaos Knights are painted this similar color blue. It just looks fantastic. I wish to be that good one day. So while I talk smack about this guy basically being an Imperial Knight, it's still an Imperial Knight, so still pretty damn awesome. It's kind of hard to rate this guy low, and this guy would be the perfect kit bashing opportunity. By the way, if and when you start collecting Chaos Knights, or any Knights of any sort, 1,000% you need to magnetize these guys. 1,000% you must magnetize these guys, especially the Spoiler, because he has like a million different loadout options. He's like the loadout king. He can basically put whatever you want on this guy. I'd recommend going double ranged weapons, probably double battle cannons, probably the best, or one Gatling cannon, one battle cannon, probably the best. But yeah, magnetize these guys. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube. It's genuinely easy. I forget what size I use, but a lot of the magnets just fit right into the holes. Like, I didn't even have to drill for a lot of them. Here's a little tip for you, too. You can put, like, a piece of metal, like, just sheet metal, in his torso, and then a magnet on, like, the feet or whatever. Bada bing, bada boom. You don't even need 2 magnets or whatever. You can do that for a lot of things, in fact. So, Despoiler, though. I do love him. He's one of my, like, when it comes, like, rules-wise and strength-wise on the table, he's one of my more favorite Chaos Knights. But when it comes to look-wise, he's literally just an Imperial Knight. It's painted chaosy. Yes, it gives you a lot of opportunity kit bash, which is incredibly fun. Like, you gotta do it. Definitely find your 3D print or buy them off eBay, whatever, little parts, and spice this guy up. But we're actually, so I think we're gonna change the Goofy tier, because I'm not too sure there's any Goofy looking. We're gonna call it the Imperium tier. Looks way too Imperial. This guy's going, yeah, not quite trash. Like, I mean, Imperium's trash, but we'll put him right above it. Could be much better. Again, if you kit bash him, he's going right up to S tier, or, you know, along with Abominant, but for now, we'll put him down in Imperium. Let's see, James David says he's thinking of commissioning a 3D modeler to make a copy of the Brigand. Yeah, man, you totally do that, or just get the weapons, like, made. That's all you really, well, you know, like, buy a War Dog and then get all the weaponry 3D printed by somebody. I'm sure you can go on Etsy or one of those other places and get it kind of easy. I will say, 3D printers are kind of cheap. They're like, you literally get a 3D printer for the cost of one of these models, and it'll work fantastic, so that's also an option. And it'll obviously, like, or should be obvious, it'll pay for itself, like, in no time at all. Banana Chip says, not enough spikes. I'm going to have to agree with you completely. Francis, hey, Francis, welcome to, man. Yes, I play every Chaos army currently. On Tabletop Simulator, I play basically every army, period. In person, I own every single Chaos army except for World Eaters. The World Eaters are going to be the next one I need to get into. They're most definitely on my list of to get. Alright, next up, we got, I freaking love this model. We got the Rampager. Not only does he look pretty awesome, speaking of Hey Banana, look, we got the spikes that we needed. Not only does he have the spikes, but he just has the coolest, like, theme. He's, like, the most chaos of the Chaos Knights, if you were to ask me. Because this guy, his whole thing is rip and tear. He's going to sprint straight at you. He's going to rip off your head, and he's going to drink your blood. So, pretty cool knight right there. God, I wish I was as good a painter as these guys. And by the way, so, this guy is, yeah, he is like a dedicated Chaos kit. If I'm not mistaken. I believe it's the Desecrator. You can turn into this guy or the other. And so the reason I say that, look at how cool, like, his chainsword looks. Look at how awesome the freaking claw looks. Like, that is, like, very chaosy and excellent. Needs more blood on it, but, you know, you can always add that yourself. We do got the spikes and the chains. Definitely need that. And you got the, the Chaos symbology, we'll call it. Also, too, the Chaos Knights, the mask they have access to. I'm not, like, super sold on this mask in particular, but the knights, or the masks they have access to, excuse me, geesh, are way better than regular Imperial Knights. Like, yeah, look at that. Look at the claw. The chainsword especially. This is what we wanted to see on the Rampager. He's just got a dorky little Imperial sword. Nah, man, we need the Chaos one. No lie, yeah, I'm gonna put this guy in S tier. He is one of my favorite Chaos Knights, period. I've, like, ran him on the table, even though I know he's, like, it's a melee knight in a shooty edition world. I still put him on the table just because I want to. Like, that's how good I think he looks. Also, too, he did not get screwed by the price jumps. So he's still, if I'm not mistaken, he's only 400 points. That's not too bad for the stat line and the rules you're getting. That's actually not terrible at all. Very happy with this guy. Yeah, if you haven't tried him out before, definitely throw him on the table. Let's see, Caveman Luther says, you just printed a bunch of War Dogs from my mini factory called the Death Striders. Yeah, I've seen, I'm not sure if I've seen those ones specifically, but I've seen a bunch of War Dogs, and legit, guys. And actually, yeah, I've printed Armigers before, back, yeah, not even War Dogs, but just Armigers, the same deal. And they looked basically, once you paint them, like, practically they look like the same thing. Michael Bloomfield saying, I don't know why, but the Rampager always makes me think about Blood Bowl. If only the Knights were in it. Wouldn't that be hilarious if any Knights were in Blood Bowl? Like, they would just auto-win. They just take, like, 2 steps and make a touchdown or whatever. Actually, I've never played Blood Bowl, but it looks fantastic. I need to check it out sometime. Ooh, alright, guys. We're on to Contender, though. Desecrator. I don't know if it's just like this particular photo they took. Maybe it's the mask. Most of it's probably the mask. This guy is probably the best looking one, in my humble opinion. I freaking adore the Desecrator, his look. And what's funny too is like, okay, depending how you build him, he's basically going to look identical to the Rampager, but gotta use this mask. Like, just make sure you use this mask. It's one of the best ones. Again, the weaponry is like chaosed out, which is much better. So, you know, it's not the most, but you got some chains, you got some skulls, very much needed. Let's see, we got the spinny version? Yeah, we got the spinny version. Again, we got the chains, much needed. For real, these guys are actually pretty easy to paint, guys. If you've never owned a knight before, don't be intimidated by their size at all. Not only for building, but like, or painting, but also for building and actually like playing or whatever. Because they're bigger, they're actually way simpler. Really, here's a good tip for you for like pimping them out or whatever. So I just went outside and found some little like sticks. They literally look awesome. The ones I found, I got lucky. I found them like on the sidewalk or something. They look like little planks, and I just put them so it looks like he's like crushing a hut or whatever. And so you glue down the sticks or whatever, so they're like poking up at an angle, and it does look like you just crushed something. If you're an even better modeler than I, you could put like a Chaos Space Marine, you could put like a Wrecked Rhino. You got so many options when it comes to kit bashing. Fantastic models. But like I said, it's probably the paint job, and I know I shouldn't like rate the paint jobs that highly, but this guy, like, this is like, when I think Chaos Knight, I think Desecrator, I think basically perfect. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, so yeah, he's gonna knock the Rampager right out of the spot. Hopefully they don't get in a tussle about it. Alright, so that's it for the, what do they even call them? Are they Desecrator class or not Questors? Anyways, that's it for the big-ass knights. That's what I usually call them. Now we're on to the War Dogs. So, we're starting off with a bit of a stinker here. So, yet again, do we notice an issue with these guys? Yeah, there's a huge issue. This literally is just an armature with a black paint job and not even that well done Chaos logo on his arm. The face mask is lame as well. If you were gonna do Huntsman, like, I'm kind of surprised these are the pictures I used too. Just use a regular War Dog kit and just put the right loadout on it. I would, like, unless you're getting them really cheap on eBay or something, which good luck with that, I would avoid this specific kit, because again, man, you can get like a Brigand kit or something like that, or like we've been talking about, 3D print them, at least like fix the face at the very least, and then this guy Ultra needs some spikes. In their defense for looking so bland and gross and imperial, they do add some variety to your army. So if you're doing the War Dog list, which is pretty common, you do like, what is it? It's like 10 or 12 War Dogs. So no big guys, just the little guys. These guys will look different. And if you take the time to kit bash them, which, come on guys, we're playing 40k, I would hope you take the time to individualize and make your models unique or whatever. If you put some spikes and some other cool shit on there, they will stand out even more and, like, fit in, I should say. So, while I'm complaining about that, like, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not the worst thing ever. At the very least, I don't know, man. I'm not sold on that paint job, even though... they don't even, GW, sneaky dogs, they don't even put a spinny version on, because they're like, yeah, people are probably going to make fun of this one. So, we know where this guy's going. He's going Imperium tier. I'll be honest, I might have to knock him down to trash. We'll see as we go on, but, like, not impressed, GW, not impressed. You should, drop this $90 freaking kit and replace it with the War Dogs. That way, A, we can buy some more War Dogs, so start printing, and B, they don't look so lame. Hopefully nobody's in love with the Huntsman, but that's how I'm gonna have to rate them. Ooh, alright. Talking about how they should actually look, we got the Stalker. I really like the Stalker, like, on the tabletop. He has pretty good rules. What is he? He's a character, I know that, and then, I'm having a brain fart. I forget his ability, but it's, like, not terrible. I think if there's no enemy within 6 inches, he gets +1 to wound. I think that's what it is, which is okay. If I had one complaint about this guy, and again, you can change it. You got plenty of, there's different versions in there. I'm not super sold on the face. It is cool, don't get me wrong. It would look better, like, kit bashed on something else, I think. Ooh, imagine a Demon Prince with that face. Like, that could be pretty sick. That's the one complaint I have. Otherwise, come on, man. Look at the claw. Look at the awesome, what do they call it? It's not an Avenger Gatling cannon, but the Gatling cannon's pretty sick. The feet, like, how we're talking about boring Imperial armatures. Like, who wants to play that? Look, man, you got clawed feet. You got the tusk come out the front. You got the chain. Like, The demon wants to get out so bad, you got chain him in, like, pretty much everything about this guy, pretty excellent. Even the piping is chaosy. This is what we want to see. I genuinely am in love with the recent GW kits that they do. Like, modern GW kits are so excellent, man. The detail work they're able to get in there. 10 years ago, you wouldn't have gotten anything near this. And these days, like, even just a regular little pipe that maybe you wouldn't pay that much attention to, looks fantastic. What do you guys think? He is a pretty cool war dog, but I think we got some cooler ones coming up. So, for now, I'm gonna put him in damn good. Do I put him above the Abominant? That might be blasphemy. So for now, I'll put him below the Abominant. Definitely a damn good kit. Not a single thing wrong with the Stalker. Alright, let's take a look. Cross Lament says, usually not a big fan of the Skull Mask, but damn, that Screaming Mask is cool. Yep, gotta agree with you. That's probably my favorite mask, for sure. I'm trying to remember which other ones they got, but yeah, that's probably my favorite. Banana Chips, no spikes on the Armiger one. Yep, he's got to go in Imperium tier. Cross Lament says, if you look at the data sheets, they kind of put effort into making them look like Chaos. GW did okay on the index rule. The only thing that got wrong, in my opinion, for Chaos Knights, like the big thing that got wrong, I should say, is the army rule. Like, the army rule kind of stinks. Revolves around battle shock and all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, I think they did pretty good with Chaos Knights. I think they have some of the better data sheets. They just don't necessarily have the rules to back them up. It also sucks that they cost the same as Imperial Knights. Like, that's not really fair. I will say, you know, you still got the Towering, you still got the T12, you still got all that stuff that makes you a very powerful army, so they're still competitive. It's just, you know, wish they were a little better. Need spikes tier. Oh, I might have to, okay, yeah, let's add that in. As long as it doesn't, nope, okay, I was afraid it'd mess it up, so, oh no. Alright, we gotta change it there. Alright, Imperial. Cross Lament says, are Imperial Armigers converted to Chaos actually good in the game? Well, so you would run them as long as the loadout's right, or like looks right, you can run them as whatever war dog you want. So if you did an all melee Armiger, so you took an Imperial Knight and you gave them all melee, you would just run them as a Carnivore, for example. If you gave them one, like, Melt-A-Gun and a Fist, you'd run them as, like, a Huntsman, etc. So you're not actually running them as Armigers, you're still running them as Huntsmans. They're just, like, it's called Counts As, or, like, Proxy. If anybody ever mentions, like, oh, I'm gonna proxy some models, that's what they mean. And in this case, they're exact same size, as long as the loadout looks right, like, you bring it to a tournament, you don't even have to ask the TO or nothing, like, it's just understood that they're basically the same. Let's see, alright, on to the next one. So we got Executioners. Unfortunately, we're back to the, what the hell, GW. I will say that the paint job's a lot better, than the Huntsman. Like, you know, I'll give it a bit more chaosy. Every single thing else about him, like, is that an Imperial freaking mark right there? Like, would that be, considered Imperial, the symbol on his foot? If that's the case, man, you better cut that off with, with an X-Acto knife once you get this guy. Oh, yeah, we know where these guys are going. They need the spikes. They need all that stuff. Now, here's another tip for you. If and when you get into Chaos Knights, you would buy, if you needed more. Because, like, for example, you know, I just want Chaos Knights. I don't necessarily want Armigers. But sometimes you go to the store and all they got is Armigers. Or they only got one War Dog and one Armiger. Anyways, so I'm getting at, you mix and match the pieces. So you would buy the War Dog kit and the Armiger kit, and then you would use, like, the shoulder pads from the War Dogs on your Armigers, and then you use the Armigers arm pads on these guys, vice versa. So you can definitely make them look, like, very chaosy, and that's probably the best way to do it if you're not, like, buying bits or whatever. Mix and match between them. So I just want to toss that out there. That's, like, the way I did it. Again, you better freaking magnetize these guys. Don't let me catch you not magnetizing these, because they're way too expensive. Like, right now, nobody can get a War Dog, like, anywhere. That's gonna suck if you realize you need a Brigand and you build them all as Carnivores or whatever. So, 100%, man, go out and magnetize it. Don't even think about it. Like I said, we know where these guys are going. I will say I like them more than the Huntsman. Probably, I don't know, just because of the whippings. For an arbitrary reason, I like them more than the Huntsman, so we'll put them there. Ooh, alright. We're on to another contender, though. So, the Carnivore. When you're talking War Dogs, this is probably the coolest one, for obvious reasons. He's completely melee, and he gets, like, buffed out for doing melee. I'm pretty sure he moves further than the others. It's either 12-inch or 14-inch, so he has a little bit more movement. Definitely gonna slice and dice. He gets more attacks, hits on 2s. This guy's a little blender in melee. The only stupid part, GW, in their infinite wisdom, decide to make him more expensive. He's the, if I'm not mistaken, aside from Forgeworld, he's the most expensive war dog, which makes 0 sense. He's a freaking melee unit in a 10th edition world. Like, how is he so expensive? That aside, we're not rating him on the rules, we're rating him on the looks, and yeah. Probably has the coolest mask. I like it a lot. You can make it look a bit cooler too, like, you know, have him looking off to the side or whatever. This one's facing too far forward. I'm doing my best not to rate the paint jobs, but this guy does have, like, the best paint job, in my humble opinion. I love that look they did, the, like, I don't know, the silvered, whatever it's called, when they start to get sort of rusty or whatever. What is it, oxidized? The oxidized metal. Definitely like that there. Again, versus the armigers, he actually looks chaosy. So we got Chaos Chainsword, freaking excellent. Like, that is so sick right there. And then Chaos Claw. We like the talons. The chains, they're okay. I don't think I put them on. Oh, that's right. I put them on my armigers to make them look more chaosy. But these guys arguably might look better without the chains on the bottom. Or just, like, cut it up and put chains, like, hanging off the arms. Or however you want to do it like that. I probably like this guy the most when it comes to the war dogs, because, come on, again, we're talking about chaos. They're going to want to be in your face, like literally ripping off said face. So, the melee knights, yeah, they get like a little half a point, boost on there. So I'm going to have to put them S tier. Do I think he's better than the Rampager? No, I do not. And definitely, don't think he's better than the Desecrator. He just goes down there. Definitely a sick-ass model. If you're looking for one that just looks cool, yeah, consider the Carnivore. Let's see, James David says, hey, look, they look kind of like a dog, which is cool, and they probably have the highest Khorne kit bashing potential. Yep, yeah, no, for sure. These guys definitely, they literally have a dog skull, I guess you could say, so yes, I'd have to agree with you there. And then, Banana Chips, Skull Face is awesome. Gotta agree, this was my favorite one. I had to be careful not to use it on too many of my war dogs, because, yeah, I like them a lot. Oh, hey, Mondragon. Don't worry, man. We just started a tidbit ago. Like, you're not that late. Alright, I guess we're almost through all the regular ones, but hey, you're just in time for Forgeworld, so you're still good to go, brother. Here, alright, guys. If you know me too well, if you've been to my other streams, I gotta clear my throat, so 1 second. I apologize. And then, I gotta take a swig, so cheers, my friends. Oh, yeah. I knew to came prepared. And then, final thing, I gotta sniffle. Alright, we're good to go. I had to clear my throat, because we're on to probably the most renowned and most famous of the Chaos Knights at the moment. The Brigand. This guy's sick as hell. Sure, he's on the same level as, like, the Carnivore, but it's a... it's a freaking Brigand. Gotta watch my language here. So, again, I'm not as sold on the face. It's still awesome, and everybody ever in the planet has their own, like, you know, personal opinions and point of view. Me, personally, I'm not into it, but I could certainly see why some people would love that one. Definitely chaosy, so I'll give them that. If you don't already know, oh, and speak of the devil, here's what the, I guess you'd call it a bird face, or I'm gonna call it the dog face, or whatever. So you got other options in the kit, obviously. If you heard anything about Chaos Knights, especially like allies for armies, Brigands is probably what you've heard of so far. These guys are some of the best vehicles in the game, period. Like, period. Like, no joke. They're only 150 points. You got a T10 profile. Was a 10-inch move, 8 objective control, hits on 2s, freaking anti-tank and anti-infantry. He's got, like, everything you want. It's almost to a fault. It's almost bad how good he is, because he makes other vehicles look worse when you compare him next to him. So that is one little concern I got. That said, I don't want him to go up in price. I want other units to go down in points level. That would be better. Regardless, again, as usual, not rating him on the rules, rating him on the looks. And this guy looks sick. Look, too, like, you got the little, the little... Not a crow. I'm having a brain... vulture. There we go. Got the demonic vulture. I didn't know they had vultures in space, but I guess we'll just call it a space vulture. Pretty sick right there. They did... So, again, I'm not rating the paint job, but I'm gonna, like, love it anyways. That freaking... the banner is probably one of the better ones. Doused in blood, like, dried old Imperial blood. Definitely enjoy that. Yeah, this is a sick model. If you are, if you guys are considering getting into Chaos Knights, or not, excuse me, not so much getting into Chaos Knights. If you play Chaos and like maybe you struggle versus vehicles, or you struggle versus chaff, or you know, you just want to have a more competitive army, or just spice up your army, just buy 3 of these. You don't have to buy 3, you just buy 2, or go on eBay and just buy 1 or whatever. You can ally these in incredibly easy, and they make excellent additions to almost every single Chaos army. Even Demons, like Demons will make very good use of these guys. Even Chaos Space Marines, yeah, excellent addition to have. I'm pretty sure they can go with any and every, so even World Eaters, you can bring some Brigands. That would probably be a good call if you're running World Eaters. So just a quick heads up for you, Brigands are freaking nuts. Definitely one of the better units in the game, period. I like it a boatload. I'm going to toss them straight up S tier. Now though, Carnivore or Brigand? Carnivore or Brigand? I'm gonna go, yeah, I think Carnivore is better. Again, because he's a tidbit more chaosy when we come to the loadouts that he's got. So, we'll put him S tier. Let's see, Mondragon says, Brigands for World Eaters ally as well? Yep, exactly, like I just said, yeah, bring 3 of them for the World Eaters. Probably one of the better choices. I will say, think about it, maybe a Stalker's just as good, or Huntsman has melee too. Yeah, okay, maybe one of those are just as good, because that gives you the mixed profile, so you get the melee and the shooting. That way you can, like, run up with your army. Maybe they shoot the War Dogs before they shoot the rest of your guys, so that is something to bear in mind. Admittedly, though, usually when you bring in allies, you're trying to, like, you're trying to fill up gaps in your list or whatever, so I do think for World Eaters, you probably want more shooting than the melee, like, even over a mixed profile. You can also mix and match, so you could do like 2 Brigands, 1 Carnivore. I wouldn't really do Carnivores for World Eaters, even though like it fit the theme. If you're playing a casual game, do what you want. That would be amazing, by the way. But for competitive, you could do 2 Brigands, 1 Carnivore, or 1, better yet, 1 Stalker, something like that. Let's see. Caveman says, watching Fat Archon could totally be a drinking game. Hey, that'd be a fun idea. Let's see. Mondragon said, would be nice to have the names on the tier list since the images are kind of tiny. Oh, so I'm always open to suggestions. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for the future content. Hopefully zooming in a little helps. We can go even closer. Hopefully that helped. If you guys have any other suggestions, or if there's any other issues, definitely let me know. I'm trying to improve at it all the time, so thank you very much for that, Mondragon. Oh, alright, we're on to the biggest guy. We're on to Mr. Tyrant. So, well, I complain about all the other ones looking like an Imperial Knight, which this guy is basically identical to Imperial Knights. He's still, I was gonna say, he still looks cool, but it's like, does he really look that cool? Does he really? He kind of got it's got a weird, I don't know, the proportions are weird. Maybe it's like his hips are too itty-bitty for the rest of them. Like, the bottom of his leg's great, the top great, but this, you know, you got a little paper-thin hip right there, so I'm not as sold on that. That said, it is a freaking Tyrant. This guy's giant. He's not that much bigger, but he is a bit bigger and definitely thicker than a normal Chaos Knight, so, like, he'll stand out on the table. This guy's a centerpiece, 100%. As usual, you got a boatload of room to work with when it comes to, like, kit bashing, or awesome paint jobs like GW managed to do. I will say, is that a freaking AdMech? Yeah, okay, if that's an AdMech logo, like, come on, GW. Come on, guys, what you doing there? The weapons are awesome. Man, they don't have a spinny version, like, that's too bad. Definitely, I forget what it's called, but this is the loadout I would do. So you got the harpoon and, what is it? It's a flamer, right? I like this one the most. That harpoon is basically, like, excellent anti-vehicle. You gotta hit them first, but once you hit them, you have a 50% chance of doing 12 mortal wounds to any vehicle you hit. It's excellent. This guy definitely puts out some firepower as well. He's got the Carapace weapons and all that. So, good model to add to your list. He's freaking expensive, though. He's like, what, 585 points or something ridiculous now? Unfortunately, I feel that's a bit overpriced, but he's T13. He brings some other stuff that, well, I was going to say maybe your army doesn't have, but he's too many points, so you can't really bring him. So, anyways, where to put the Tyrant? Francis Kane says, the hips don't lie. Nope, they don't. James David said, he's got the Iron Warrior vibes. Yep, I can see that. And Iron Warrior, yeah, well, you got the, whatever it's called, the hazard markings, 100%. And also, too, Iron Warriors wouldn't give a damn what this guy looks like. So 100%, like, they wouldn't even, like, look at those hips and care. Banana Chip says, not enough spikes, but the bulkiness is cool. And then Michael, yes, I think you might be right. I think it's the Valiant. See, so for Chaos Knights, I think they're both just called Tyrant. And for Imperial Knights, they got 2 different data sheets. So I guess technically I'll just call him a Tyrant. He's got the Tyrant loadout, number 2. I really hate those hips, and I'll be honest, he does, like, his proportions are a little funky, and then, just like Banana was saying, he's not chaosy enough. He needs, like, spikes. Like, come on, GW. This is a $185 model, a centerpiece. Throw us one of those extra sprues in the box or whatever. Just give me some skulls and spikes, and some dead Space Marines, preferably. That's all you need, man. That's all you need. Just a little one. And that way, if I don't want it, I can resell on eBay for, like, 20 bucks. Like, come on. Throw me a bone here. So he's not terrible at all. He's huge. He's giant, and his weapons look hella sick. So I'll give him, I'll give him a couple points. I won't drop him all the way down to the gross Imperial tier. We'll put him in decent. Hopefully that's not too controversial, but yeah, I'm gonna put him in decent. He's all right. I could certainly see, maybe in person, because he is a little bigger, maybe in person, maybe it goes up to good. But this is my list. I'm not as happy with that guy. Give me the accessory sprue, GW, and then we'll talk, okay? Okay, so that's it for the mainline Chaos Knights. We're getting into Forgeworld. Let's see, let's check the chat real quick though. Bro skipped leg day. Yep. I could definitely see that. Yeah, and dude, that would be an excellent kit bash opportunity. Well, like, maybe not kit bash, there's not many other models to choose from, but 3D print opportunity. You can get the normal legs and just scale them larger. Like, you got so many opportunities. For real, guys, look into a 3D printer. Like, it's worth it. I hope GW doesn't get too mad at me for bringing it up, but it's the future GW, so you better, like, get with it. A bunch of people are already doing it. Alright, so the Forgeworld Knights, I've seen a few of these in person. So I've seen, like, the Megara, however you say it. I've definitely seen this guy over the years. And I've seen the I'll never be able to say it, Porphyrion. I've seen those. The others I haven't really. Surprisingly enough, I haven't seen the Cerastus in person. So we'll have to go off the pictures for a few of these. Speaking of, first of all, we got the Acheron. So, yet again, kind of Imperial, but I'm not going to hold that against these guys as much, because these are supposed to be, like, the ultra old. Like, these have been in the inventory of the Chaos for, like, thousands of years, many thousands of years, so it's okay if they're not the most chaosy. And for sure, as usual, especially if you're dropping 350 bucks on a freaking knight, you better have a 3D printer or, like, be able to afford, like, cool little bits to add to this guy. So it's not the biggest deal. Not the biggest deal. I will say, I love this guy's chainsword thingy. Like, that's one of the cooler ones I've seen, I think. Just because it's literally a chainsaw with bolters on top. So, what's not to love about that? The Flamer, on the other hand, kind of goofy. Like, a tidbit goofy. It's not the coolest looking Flamer I've ever seen. That said, this ammo belt right here, alright, that's pretty sick. I do like that quite a bit. Let's see if we can get some better angles. Yeah, that ammo belt, definitely pretty cool, but am I mistaken? Like, that's a flamer, so I am a little confused why there's a seeming ammo. Oh, okay. Never mind, you got the tanks right there. By the way, that actually looks kind of sick, how you got the, like, fuel tanks going up to the gun. I actually like that a lot. I kind of wish they do that on, like, most flamers, because, yeah, that looks realistic, and yeah, it looks pretty sick. Ooh, let's see, unpainted. This is what he'd look unpainted. Extremely Imperial looking, but again, you can fix that. He's even got the Aquila, like, gross. I like him. There's parts of him that I really like. Again, I really like that is an awesome detail. I really like that flame tank and the whatever the hell it's called, ammo feeder. I super duper love the chainsaw. Not even a chainsaw, that's just a chainsaw. His silhouette is kind of cool too. Like, he's more sleek. Again, we're getting into some kind of, like, skipped leg day stuff going on here with the kind of small hip right there. But again, these are, like, more sleek and agile knights, so I'll kind of forgive him on that. It's definitely not the best one I've ever seen, but it is cool. If somebody sees it on the table and like, they play 40k and, like, don't just think it's some, like, you show a newbie any model and they're gonna love it. But somebody who, like, plays 40k, if they see this on the table, they're gonna comment on it. I'll put in good tier, I think. I think he's good. I hate that flamer. The flamer just looks wrong. Something's, like, goofy about that. But everything else, fair. Oh, God, look at how thin those legs are. All right. Maybe I should quit looking at them. I might have to drop them down lower. Oh, Mr. Thunder says S tier. Ooh, alright, the plot thickens. Travis says, flamer models should deal more damage, or be more likely to explode when they're destroyed. Dude, that would actually be awesome if they had the, whatever the hell it's called, but the explode rule, when they explode. That'd actually be awesome for, like, any flamer. I actually kind of like that. Quinn Morris says, Kit bash a Chaos Knight army to only have chainsaws. Oh, dude, that'd be so awesome. That's the face. Like, just have a chainsaw face. That'd be very chaosy, by the way. So actually, do it. Do it and send me some pictures, and yeah, we'll have some fun with that. Thunder says he likes the more agile-looking knights. Okay, so I can see why you'd put him up in S tier. What do you other guys think? Was good, unfair, or should he go up maybe a little higher? I will say we got other Forgeworld Knights to look at, so maybe they'll go higher, maybe they'll go lower. I don't know if they're as sleek looking, though. You know, Thunder, I will say parts of this model are S tier. Again, that chainsaw and the fuel tanks. And actually, I really like the upper half. The upper half of this guy, aside from the flamer, I actually like a fair bit. The lower half, I'm not as sold on. Me personally. All right, who do we got next? We got, oh, okay. So this is the old Chaos Knight. Freaking, this is before Chaos Knights had their own model line. This is how you'd get one. You call up Forgeworld, you give them 245 freaking bucks to get a Chaos Knight. I'm not even sure, did they come with the rest of it? Was it just the body panels or the whole kit? I feel like, I could be totally wrong because I never ordered one of these. I feel like it was just these, but I could be completely wrong. Let's see, what does the description say? This kit stands over 17. This is a multi-part resin kit with multiple... Okay, it's probably the whole thing. I'm probably wrong. It probably was the whole thing. But you can buy just these armor panels on, like, eBay or whatever. 3D print it. 3D print it. By the way, so that's the issue with this kit. 3D printers these days knock this out of the water. It's freaking... I feel bad for Forgeworld. Kinda. I love them so much, and they've brought such fun kits to the scene over the years, and they've given us rules that GW were too rude to, like, give us themselves. So, Forgeworld, I appreciate y'all, like, never not love you. But they need to figure out their quality, because resin gets, like, super outdone by just plastic these days, like, ultra outdone. GW plastic blows resin out of the water. Resin's a pain in the butt to work with, and then 3D printers are just getting better, like, literally every day. They're just getting better. So, like... You might want to start 3D printing yourself, Forgeworld, or doing something, because unfortunately the resin's kind of getting left behind. That said, I'm going off on a tangent here. This armor is, while 3D printed stuff can look better, it's not terrible. If you want a unique knight that not many people have seen, like, this is a pretty okay kit to get. I do really like the carapace, the teeth coming into his head, and that mask. Actually, I do like that a fair bit. Ooh, look at that shield, actually, the whatever it's called. Let's see, they got a close-up? Ah, that's a terrible picture. Oh, what? And then they don't put the cool one on the close-up? Like, what's that? Excellent mask. I really like that mask, though. Here, we can zoom in on this one, I think. Yeah, look at that. I like that a lot. I think that's actually pretty slick. Like, that gains you a point here, Mr. Forgeworld. As for random, so again, for the price of this... Just get a 3D printer and just print it yourself. In fact, print an entire night while you're at it. But if we're ignoring the fact that 3D printers are out there, this is okay. Let's see what the other guys say. So, Thunder, all the spikes, but it's resin. Yep, man, the resin is a huge deal, because you're going to have to, like, flatten stuff out. You have to get, like, a blow dryer and make sure that it's not all warped and all this stuff. A lot of the detail gets, like, filled in. As the molds get used more over the years, the detail just gets worse and worse. This kit's been around for a very long time, like since Imperial Knights were released, so I bet you the mold's not that good. There's a lot of drawbacks. Just looking at the pictures, though, it doesn't look that terrible. I'll put it in decent. I'll put it bottom of decent. Obviously, he can't go Imperial tier. Ooh. I don't want to put him in trash, but potentially, maybe this is the worst model we've seen. You know what? Alright. I didn't want to put him in Imperium tier, because, you know, that's for models that look to Imperial. He is trash. We gotta be real about it. You don't spend 245 bucks on this. Yeah, if I'm being honest, don't do it. Just buy a 3D printer, get a better one. So, alright, we got our first, probably only trash tier. Sorry, Forgeworld. Alright, next up we got the, I'm not sure how you really say it, but Magera. Alright, so again, looks kind of Imperial-y, and in fact, I would say, like, looks very AdMech-y, but that's okay, again, you know, you can fix them up yourself. It's different from Forgeworld, like, I won't hit them as hard for it as I would GW, because GW obviously, like, can fix it very easily. Forgeworld uses the same kits for, like, a decade. I like this guy a fair bit when it comes to the Forgeworld Knights. I definitely love that, love the claw. I forget what it's called, the, Hecaton Siege Claw. That's a hecka cool, oh my god, that's a bad joke. That's a heckin' cool claw. Anyways, so I like that. The carapace, it's cool. It's, like, uniquely shaped. Somebody will see that from across the table or whatever, and they'll know right away, like, oh, that's something special. Is that Forgeworld? Yep. I really like the shoulder pads, actually, as I look at them now. Like, that's pretty sick right there. Let's see. So what the bits, it looks way better painted, of course, but yeah, I like the like lines and the curves that they got going on. Yeah. Oh, they do have a 3D or a rotating version. So the mask, I don't like the face itself, like I guess the eyeball I'm not super sold on, but the rest of it's kind of cool. The tubing coming out and all that, like, okay, I'm pretty down with that. I don't know if they just hide it better, but his legs don't look super, like, slim and weak like the other ones were. So, all in all, I'm liking this guy a fair bit. Ooh, Forgeworld, you're, like, I really like, I don't know why, it's like the smallest, dumbest detail, but I'm really liking when the weapons are connected to the knight. Like, I think that's a cool detail. So, yeah, I'm liking this guy a fair bit. Even, what is it? Is that Volkite? I think he has a Volkite gun in the, whatever the heck it's called, carapace guns or whatever. So that's kind of chill. Not sure what the heck that thing is right there, but kind of looks like a starfish. Anyways, I like this guy a fair bit. I don't think he's S tier necessarily. Ooh, okay, let's see. Francis is saying, why is the loincloth so low? Okay, touche, that's a good question. I will say you could just, like, not put it on there, but that is, like, now that I'm, like, staring at it kind of makes him look a lot shorter, doesn't it? Kind of makes him look like a little person, Chaos Knight. That said, he's basically the same size. Here, actually, alright, here's what he looked like without one. And truthfully, yeah, he might look better without that, to be honest. Isn't it wild how much better they look painted? That's still pretty sick, though. That still looks like a starfish or something to me, so I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Banana Chip says, it's a cool AdMech-looking knight. Quinn Moore says, squat Chaos Knight. Oh yeah, I definitely see that. Can Votan is not Imperial aligned, right? So they can't bring Imperial Knights, can they? Kind of sucks to be them, like, in a lot of ways, but, dude, wouldn't that be sick if they got little, like, dwarf knights or whatever? I would super be down for that. That would almost make me want to play Votan, in fact, if they had their own little, like, mini knights that were their size. All in all, I like this kit a decent bit. I'm going to put him just, I don't think he's, like, damn good or nothing. Ooh, do I? Nah, I don't think he's damn good. I'm just going to put him in decent. Truthfully, me personally, my list, I'm going to put him above the Tyrant. I do think he looks a little bit cooler than the Tyrant. Sure, he could go Imperium, but again, I'm giving Forgeworld a little bit of slack here. Ooh, all right. We might get on to a controversial one. The, how do you freaking say this? The Porphyrion model. So I've seen this in person. I remember some guy brought it. He was very protective of this guy. He would bring up constantly how he spent like $700 on it and not to drop it and blah 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 blah. Anyways, in person, it's actually not that cool. To me, I did not think it was that cool in person. It looked like really like boxy sorta. Let's see how the pictures look though. It's been a long time. That was like, I don't know, maybe a decade ago or something. So maybe times have changed. Let's take a look. Okay, parts of these are freaking sick. That side view, that is actually really freaking cool, I think. That whole arm, how it's basically, the entire arm is basically a weapon. Like, okay, I like that a fair bit. They're both the same weapon, unfortunately. Let's see, does it connect to the knight? It doesn't connect to the knight. Losing a couple points there. The missile launcher, also quite sick. Ooh, we can rotate, I love it. Okay, that also is quite sick. What is it that I don't like about this guy, then? Let's take a look. I think he's kind of narrow, so like straight on view, a little narrow. There's a little issue there. And I'm not super sold on the like bottom portion of his legs. I kind of feel like they're too wide, which plays into him looking kind of narrow. That's my opinion on it. Let's see what you guys have to say. James was mentioning for the Votann, he said, I would love if the Votann overcompensated and made their knights much bigger than the Imperials. That would actually make perfect sense. Also, too, they're like ultra-capitalists, so like, yeah, man, they would just buy whatever's the fanciest looking one and the biggest one there, so I could see that. Francis Kane says, evil bowling ball knight. Oh, yeah, I could totally see that. Yeah, kind of rounded right there. Quentin Morris says, the cardboard box Chaos Knight. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. All right, thank God I'm not crazy here. A-Lo says, no spikes, no chains, Imperial. So, I'm giving Forgeworld a little bit of slack, because GW, like, has the money and the time and all that stuff to throw in some accessory spruce. Forgeworld, like, at least sell me some accessory sprues. I don't think they do sell any. I'm giving them the tiniest bit of slack on that. You're right, though. Technically, technically all of these, except for this guy, would go in Imperial tier. So that's kind of why I'm not doing it, too. I don't want to just put them all in the same tier. But you are correct, Alo. Technically, you are correct. The Quentin Morris says, it's just 3 war dogs in a trench coat. Dude, that would be such a fun kit bash. Like, oh my god. Yeah, anyways. So, again, I saw this guy in person, and truthfully, I was not that impressed by it. He is giant. He is freaking huge, don't get me wrong, and definitely, like, man, the guy kept bringing up how expensive he was and stuff. I remember being so careful of, like, bumping the table or something, so I don't know, maybe that, like, kind of tainted my view on it, because I'm like, yeah, screw that knight and screw that guy who wouldn't let me, like, be reckless around his models. So, again, there's parts of it, I really like that arm. Like, I think that is, like, excellent, the side view, but I wish he had, like, a melee whipping, maybe thin down the legs and whatnot. So there's a lot that could be better. A lot of it's sick as hell. Again, that missile launcher, I wish every Chaos Knight used that kind of missile launcher, because that would look sick. Ooh, do I put him Imperial tier? Like, he belongs in D tier. I guess, okay, you know what? Alo, you won. So, not only does he look Imperial, but he also, in my humble opinion, goes in D tier. Now, don't get me wrong. If you own this guy and you like it, first of all, everybody has their own taste. Second of all, he's giant. Third of all, he's going to blast whatever's on the other side of the table, so what does it matter what he looks like? So, don't get me wrong. I hope you're not offended if you own this guy. Make a C tier. Do I have a C tier? I sort of have a C tier. We'll say, you know what? I know what we can do. What did I just do there? Oh. Like, what did I just press? We can make a Polyferon, we'll call it Box Knight tier. C minus. Box Knight. Alright, we'll do that. He can, oh, god damn it. Can you guys tell I prepared for this a lot? Crap. E. Dirty. Imperium. And then add a tier above. There we go, alright. C minus. Box tier. Alright, he's got his own little space. So that way he can be special, just like a lot of people think he is when they buy him. Alright, next up, we got the Castigator. Alright, if we were going by names, this guy's S tier. Like, you're gonna castigate me, dude? I surrender. So, first of all, we got that. Second of all, we got excellent sword. I really like, isn't that funny? We've seen all these knights and none of them have, like, a normal-looking sword, which makes sense. We're in the year 40,000 or whatever. But I do like that touch. Like, dude, this guy's freaking got a sword. Does he have a hand, by the way? Let's look. Is he holding it with a hand, or is it built in? Okay, it's built in. That's still chill. But that'd be tight if he was, like, literally holding it. I would kind of like that if he had a hand. Also, too, look, my favorite thing, it's connected to the back. I do really like this guy. I think he does look sick. Sure, I complain about a bunch of other stuff about thin legs or whatever. For whatever reason, it works on this guy. How he's, like, tall and sleek. Like, he looks quick. He looks, yeah, like, sleek, like I said. That freaking cannon right there, a double Gatling cannon. Like, tell me you don't like that. God. So, there's a boatload of stuff I like about this. This might be my favorite Forgeworld Knight. We'll see what the next one looks like when we get there. But yeah, I'm really digging this dude. This actually makes me want to buy one. By the way, isn't GW like making a plastic version of this guy? If that's the case, like, yeah, I'll probably get one. Yeah, I think that'll be sick. Let's see. All right, we got a couple questions. So Francis said, "Do I have any Imperial armies?" Ooh, do I? I'm looking behind me. One second. I do. Okay, I have Grey Knights. I actually have a lot of Grey Knights. I kind of forgot about them. And then I have some random Space Marines from, like, the box sets that they sell that come with Knights and, like, or excuse me, Space Marines and Chaos or whatever. So I got some random models from there. I also have Necrons. I think that's it. And then otherwise, every Chaos Army except for World Eaters. Let's see. Alo says, how much do you think the new GW Sarasis line will cost? I'm going to say 180 bucks. 180. Isn't it also, too, it's Heresy? I think it's a Heresy model. So my bet would be around 180. Maybe they'll be nice to us, like 160 or something, but that would be my guess. Thunder says, Lancer's coming out this Saturday. All right, let's look it up. Warhammer Community Lancer. Oh, crap, Sunday preview. Yeah, all right, maybe, damn it, I should have put this guy on the list. Granted, he does look identical to the normal. Aw, give me some more pictures, GW. All right, that is quite sleek. Like, the new plastic is so cool. Like, sure, in a picture, it probably looks identical to the Forgeworld one. No, this one's going to have way better detail, and it's going to be, like, literally half the pain in the ass to put together. So very happy with that. Let's see, they got any other pictures? What? We got... Oh, you got a little Votan leader if you wanted it, even though he's an Ironhead squat prospector. Oh, yeah, I remember this guy. He's got the cute little robo-doggy. That's right. They have any more pictures? Is that the only picture they're giving us of the Lancer? Like, come on. Come on. There we go. That's better. Ooh, look at the, like, the posing you can get. Like, all right, I'd be tempted to mirror this pose right here. Yeah, that's looking pretty sick, guys. Oh, damn, like, look at all the poses you got. I really dig that. That is awesome. Seems like it's, like, fully posable. Ooh la la. Ooh, I like this. He's got, like, the Chad stance. He, like, doesn't even care. He's just, like, looking over. Yeah, dude, he's literally doing, like, a Chad stance. I love it. Now, is it only the Lancer? Is it not the Castigator and the others? Like, is it only going to come with that loadout? I guess that's where 3D print it. But it'd be cool. You can run this guy as a Castigator as well. I'll keep this page open. In a second, we'll compare the two and see what the differences are. Dude, that's so cool. All the different poses you got. I freaking love it. Oh, that's tight, too. You can put the shield on either arm. Like, I really like that. And I did the, Alo, you'd be happy. The banner's not, like, touching the ground. So, definitely a lot of perks right here. Damn, guys. Like, oh, that's sick. I love when people do the bases all fancy. Yeah, I'll probably have to buy that model. Also, too, the, not the Castigator, but the other one. Yeah, the Lancer. He's actually really good. He's, if you play Chaos Knights or Imperial Knights, he's actually really good right now. So, anyways, all right. So, that was a detour. Like I said, we'll compare in a second. I really like this model. Especially, like, this angle right here. I really like it a lot. And, again, freaking love that. Anytime you connect the ammo, you're going to gain a couple points with me. So, truthfully, honestly, I'm putting him in S tier. Ooh. I'll put him in second place. I still like the Desecrator. Desecrator's like classic Chaos Knight through and through, and like the perfect example one. But Castigator, even though he's not chaosy, so, you know, don't hold that too much against me. You can get bash him. I still really like his look. It's very sleek. Let's see. Banana Chip says, long night. Yes, very much. And then Thunder says, no more resin. Yep. Yeah, dude. I hope, I don't want Forgeworld to ever go away. But if they stick with resin, like, they're gonna have some issues as time goes on. Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta wet my whistle. Ooh, daddy likey. And then, gotta sniffle and clear my throat. Sorry, guys. Isn't it funny how my voice kind of, like, changes after I get to, well, yeah, it's kind of changing. All right, anyways, so, speak of the devil. So we're on to the Forgeworld Lancer. We're basically going to go off knights that we can actually purchase right now. So the Forgeworld version. What are you doing to me, Forgeworld? All right, now we got to look at them. What assholes? We're going to list it in the Chaos section. They, like, don't want us to have good things, the Chaos Curse. Oh! I bet they got rid of it because it's coming out in plastic. Oh. We'll check real quick. We'll just check real quick. Oh, WTF. Why do they have 11 Knights and Chaos Knights only have the 6 or whatever? That's not fair. Okay. Talk about, like, goofy but awesome goofy. I want that right there. That is so dumb. I love it. Oh, my God. What would that be like? That'd be like Hulk or something. Like a midget Hulk right there. Anyways. Of course they got rid of the Lancer. Alright, so we got it right here. I guess we will rate it by the GW version, the plastic version, and in that case, we know where it probably belongs. Probably have to put it in S tier. If I'm being truthful, the shield is cool. The shield is cool. Cool factor, for sure, for the shield. I think it could be, like, shaped better. I understand that's, like, a force field or whatever, but I don't really like that's hollow. I guess you get some plasticard and fix that and, like, paint it up all cool or whatever. Again, this is all personal opinion, like everything in life. Everybody has their own point of view or whatever, but I'm not super sold on the clear. And the, his, I guess I'll call it spear. His spear, it's kind of cool. It's really freaking long. That's kind of cool. But the tip, you know, it's alright. I guess he does shoot it, so it's sort of like a laser. And for sure, getting hit by that, it's literally just going to impale you. So, I give him the cool. Everything else about him, though, I like quite a bit. I will say, me personally, I put the Castigator above this guy. But otherwise, like, the fact that you can pose it so much, I really dig that a lot. I'm totally going to buy this guy eventually. I'm going to get Angron first, but eventually I'll get this guy. So, yeah, we'll put him in S tier. We'll put him behind. We'll put him right behind the Castigator. Ooh. Yeah, we'll put him right behind the Castigator. Alright, let's see. James David says, wait, some of the Imperial Knights are the exact same as Chaos? Yeah. Forgeworld, so when we're talking Forgeworld, yeah, they're identical. So, yeah, Archon right here. We're on the Imperial Knight section. Archon is identical to the Chaos one. There's no difference whatsoever. Just have different army rules and, like, abilities. Well, not different ability, but different army rules, obviously. And then, clearly, you'd want to, like, kit bash them. If you're spending $350 on a freaking Resin Knight, like, I would hope you take some time to, like, make it chaosy. I'll admit, too, I might have missed, in fact, now that I'm looking at, like, Atrapos or whatever, 100% I missed a few in the tier list, because, yeah, Chaos has access to all of these. In fact, we got nothing better to do. Let's take a look here at a few of these. So this is the War Dog version, or the Armiger version, the Knight Morax. This guy used to be a beast. He used to be, like, the bane of a lot of tables, because he would just put out a bunch of shots and a bunch of mortal wounds. Now he kind of sucks. He's, like, really expensive, and his weapons got, like, nerfed into the ground or whatever. And then you gotta consider the fact, this guy looks kind of stupid, in my humble opinion. In my opinion. Kind of looks like an egg. Like, yeah, no. Even the weapons are, like, really stubby. I'm not super sold on that. And the mask is really boring. That's, like, the most generic, like, knight mask out there. So not too impressed with this guy. Ooh, we do got a spinny version, though. Do the weapons connect to the back? They do not. All right, we gotta throw this guy down. So if I was gonna rate this guy, truth, I know it's somewhat similar to an Armiger, but it is still, like, different, the silhouette and whatnot. I don't really like it. I think I don't know. The head's too low and the weapons are too stubby. Not too sold on this guy. $70, not the worst deal. But again, we're talking about resin here. Probably don't want this guy. Hey, look, he's in stock. So if you need War Dogs, you know where to come. So if I was to rate this guy, I'd probably put him in either Dirty Imperium. Yeah, I don't think I'd put him in trash tier. He'd be like, I'd put him very bottom of Dirty Imperium. He'd be teetering on trash, in my humble opinion. Let's see. It's like, so, Alo says they just changed the mask. Yeah, so yeah, that's like one of the main things if you want to make something look chaosy. Yeah, put a chaos mask on it, for sure. And then Quinn Moore says, it's like having a head on your belly button. Absolutely. Maybe that's, yeah. Maybe that's why I hate him. Absolutely. That, or he's like a hunchback. Like, you need to work on your posture, bud. Yeah, I'm, not too happy with this guy, personally. Alright, we got the Atrapos. I believe, let's make sure, does he look similar? Is he the same as the, Styrax or Majera or whatever? Let's see. No, he's not. Okay. So, actually... who was it that was saying? Thunder, you were saying you like the sleek knights or whatever. Do you like this one? Because he looks pretty damn sleek to me. It's got the, like, reduced size shoulder pads, which probably, I don't know, helps with movement or whatever. Alright, Thunder says, this guy has a lightsaber. Okay, yes, I absolutely see it. That is definitely, looks like a lightsaber right there. Francis says, pose is cool, looks like a Terminator. Oh, I could kind of see that. I like to, man, I really love the base work when they, yeah, actually put in the effort or whatever. That'd be fun. And by the way, Chaos Knights, yeah, they're kind of easy to, like, actually pose. Even the ones from GW or whatever. So for sure, man, if you buy one, you're spending a lot of money, like, yeah, man, have them crushing something. Like I mentioned earlier, and do, like, the wood beams or whatever, like, it's, like, crushing it. Stuff like that looks chill. Let's see. Let's get some angled shots. Ooh, he's got the he's like dark and brooding stance right there. He's like, yeah, he's like a emo teenager or something stance right there. Let's see. Yep, we got the lightsaber, 100,000%. I guess if he had a hand wrapped around it, but otherwise, yeah, that's a lightsaber. Aw, it doesn't connect to the back. Come on, Forgeworld. You know, it's funny. They make it look good for the resin, but it's like, I wonder how many hours they put into, like, trimming the mold lines and all that sort of stuff to make it look good. So, all in all, it's pretty sleek. I kind of like it. That face is pretty tight right there. I didn't realize that. That face is pretty slick. The lightsaber, honestly, is actually kind of cool. I kind of like it. It's like a huge-ass grav gun, actually. This thing, kind of generic. Okay, it's not generic, but kind of... It's okay. It's okay, this gun. All in all, I like it a fair bit. Like, I would totally run this model, I think. I'm going to put him... well, I don't have the picture. Actually, we got this guy as a placeholder. I'll put him in damn good. Honestly, I think he'd go damn good. Would I put him above the Stalker? No, me personally, I would not put him above the Stalker. Big part of that's going to be the fact that he doesn't look chaosy. I got to drop this down because this is going to confuse other people who are coming in late or whatever. But that's where I'd put him. Put him in damn good. Alright, are there any other to go through before we start doing the drawing and give away some stuff? Let's look here. Oh god, okay, yeah, we do have to spend a second on this guy. Dude, this guy, so stupid, I love it. Oh my god, I definitely want that. Like, if one of you want to drop me 630 bucks, that'd be very appreciated. Oh my god, the worst proportions ever, but... The missiles are pretty tight. I do like that. Again, I really like that style where it, like, pops out of the carapace. Like, that's a pretty sick style right there. I just can't stop. It's so stupid. The arms are way too big. The proportions are all off on this guy. He's got giant legs, giant arms, giant, like, I don't know, shoulders or whatever. Well, not shoulders, but giant torso. Itty-bitty waist, itty-bitty shoulders. Yeah, something's done goofy with this guy. I will say, too, the weapons, like, that reminds me of, like, 50s sci-fi, which, like, in a lot of ways can be cool, but that's not very 40k. 40k's never been, like, a 50s sci-fi thing, in my opinion. I do like the face, even though it's kind of hidden. But, again, it's so stupid, I love it, and I want to run it. This looks like a toy. This looks like a toy you put on the table. Ooh, how's it look in the back? You know, that's kind of cool. I like the panel work they got right there. So, like, extra protection he's got. That is pretty chill. The grill's up on the top. Those are pretty chill. The wiring's, like, very high quality. But everything else, this is just... What were you thinking, Forgeworld? What were you thinking? I could go buy a toy like, I don't know, Tonka or something, throw it on the table, and just say it counts as. I bet his rules suck, too. Anyway... Alright, let's see what people say. Banana says, beautiful Chungus, 100%. Actually, yeah, the Acasus Knight, big Chungus. I could certainly see that. And then Thunder says, so much resin. Oh my god, could you imagine how big a pain in the butt this guy probably is to put together? Especially with, like, thin panels like this. I almost guarantee, like, maybe they're thicker, because this guy is huge, so maybe they're thick enough they don't warp, but I can almost guarantee you, this guy's gonna have some issues. Let me show you one of the worst models to put together. And I do own this one. Let's see. Okay, good. They still sell it. This is one of the worst. If you get frustrated easily, probably don't buy a Tantalus. I bought this many years ago and put one together. I actually made a video of it back in the day. I had a channel for Drukhari. Oh my god, nothing but trouble. Any of their Drukhari models, they got rid of the other one they sold, but any of them, like, just warped everywhere. These blades on the bottom, they were literally like, almost like a zigzag or something. These right here, like, yeah, dude, there's so much I had to do. This sail right here, I had to, like, what I have to do, I had to put them in, I don't think it's boiling water, but put it in hot water, take it out real quick, flatten it out, do that a couple times. All the detail work was terrible. I had to, like, file the ends or whatever. That said, truthfully, it was worth it in the end. This is my favorite, one of my favorite models ever. Everybody loves this thing. Oh, the other thing's a pain in the butt. The center of gravity is terrible. I'm pretty sure, too, they don't come with bases. This one didn't come with a base, so I had to, like, figure out the base and everything. But anyways, like, there's way more frustrating models out there, and anything that's thin, if you've never dealt with Forgeworld, thin stuff, like, have fun with that, man.
They don't warn you about that. How much work's gonna go into it? I remember too. I had to dude, I had to spend like a day filing stuff. There was huge mold lines. Anyway, this is totally a tangent. So, all right, the final review. Let's see. Do we want to change anything? I do love the Desecrator. Like I've said earlier, I think he's like the stereotypical Chaos Knight, so we'll leave him an S. Castigator, I do like a lot. Ooh, I like that Rampager, though. As cool as the Plastic Lancer is, I'm going to put the Rampager up above him. I do like that Castigator a lot. Yeah, I'll keep him second. The War Dogs, these guys do deserve to be an S tier. Here, let me zoom in because they were kind of hard to see. Hopefully that's better. War Dogs, they deserve to stay up there. Abominant, I can most certainly see. Some people say he belongs in S tier. I just think... What was it? So the whipping's kind of weird, and the tail I'm kind of weird on. But you know what? I'm being crazy. It has so much good detail work, especially like the birds on top, and I really love the mecha tendrils or whatever they're called. I'll put him S tier. I think he does belong there. Actually, I was just being crazy. Damn good. We got Stalker. It'll be nice to see. All right, Alo says it'll be nice to see a size comparison. They're about the same height. The Cerasus ones are a little bit taller, if I'm not mistaken. So these, well, they're small pictures. These are kind of accurate. He would be a tidbit taller than the regular Chaos Knight, if I'm remembering right. I will say the War Dogs, they're probably up to maybe his hip, maybe a little bit lower. All right, for damn good, we got the Stalker. Yeah, I think he belongs in damn good. Potentially even S tier, but no, but yeah, I think he does have a damn good model. Very chaosy. Good tier, there's parts of it that I freaking love, and parts of it I don't really love, so I think I'll leave him in good. I could certainly see some people put him higher, maybe even an S tier, but me personally, that flamer ain't so cool, and then the hips are just kind of weird. Even though the other ones, they look fine, maybe it's just the picture, but on this one, not so sold on. Majera, ooh, you know? I think I was a little harsh on him. I'll put him in good tier, actually, because I do, truthfully, honestly, I do like that model. I've seen it before. I do think it's pretty cool on the table. Before we got our own Chaos Knight kits, I thought this was one of the cooler looking ones that we had access to. So yeah, I'll put him in good tier. Tyrant, I love you, man. You're, you're awesome and all that, but I do think you belong in decent. When GW adds some accessory sprues, then we'll talk. Box tier, yeah. Again, I was gonna say I want to love you, but no, I don't really care for you, Polyferon. That guy was an asshole when I played him, so since then, whatever. Look cooler. Get a refresh, maybe. Dirty Imperium, I hate to do it to the Rampager, because he's a beautiful man. I hate to do it to all the War Dogs and the Rampager, but they look like Dirty Imperials. Again, we need an accessory sprue. And truthfully, like I said way back, if you kit bash them or if you mix and match the kits, you make them look a lot better. So it's not the worst thing ever. And then trash tier. Oh, this was, I was like, what? You don't belong in trash tier. Ignore this guy. This is just an extra picture I had, and it's not letting me get rid of him. But the Forgeworld Chaos Knight, the OG kit. It used to be sick as hell. These days, GW, 3D printers, kit bashing, all that stuff has just passed that way by, unfortunately. So me personally, put in trash tier. I think it needs a refresh. And again, if you buy it, the detail work's not going to be that good. They've been using that same mold for probably a decade, so probably not the best ever. So that is the tier list. Is there anything you guys disagree with before we go on to the sweepstakes? Was there anything I rated way differently than you would have? Is what I'm kind of curious about. I know, Thunder, you mentioned I think you said this guy would have gone S tier, I think. So my apologies, sir. Polyferon, does anybody like the Polyferon? I hope not. I'll boot you out of the chat. No, I'm joking. Everybody's always welcome to their own opinion, of course. We'll see. If anybody mentions it, we'll come back to it. But for now, it's the moment of truth. So, sorry to do it, but let me clear my throat real quick. And by clear my throat, I mean take a swig. Drum roll. All right. So, I haven't, I think I tested this yesterday just to make sure it's working, but I haven't used this website before. Supposedly, it's going to pick a random comment out of there. Stalker should be S tier, and then A tier would be empty. You know, let's see, if I put Brigand there, should I put Stalker there? You gotta think too, they can look identical. It's only the weapon loadouts that are different, and yet I put Carnivore there, who does have basically the same weapon loadouts. So truthfully, Travis, I think you're right. I think you got me there. I think I do have to put him in S tier because otherwise it's not fair. And here, actually, there we go. We'll go. All right, sorry. Gotta do it for myself, man. Gotta look out for myself. Well, yeah, I think you're right, because come to think of it, they're basically identical. These three, all the war dogs are basically identical, depending on how you put them together. So I should have rated them equally, like if I'm being realistic about it. So we'll put it like that. Majera, I really do like him. He does look sick in person. He's like, again, it's resin. The claw's like not the most detailed theme ever, but he does stand out. Like, people like him. And then this guy, he's just got one or two themes I kind of disagree with, which kind of holds it back for me. All right, moment of truth, boys. So I got to do this 3 times. So first time, this is going to be for the Greater Brass Scorpion of Khorne. By the way, and just in case nobody's seen it or whatever, Greater Brass Scorpion. Or wants to see how much money it is. This is what I'm giving away. I hope one of you guys get lucky, because I'm pretty sure, like Thunder, for you for sure, commented in there. I hope some of y'all, best of luck, guys. And then after we do the drawing, I have some goodies for you guys as well. So, drum roll, please. Do not include replies. Do not include duplicates. All right. Pick a winner. We got... Oh, this guy was super nice. Yeah, this guy was awesome. So, I paint small things. He had said, people are going to hate me, but I'm a big fan. So the question was, to enter the video, it was, what was your favorite unit from any army and why? I remember this guy was very polite, so I'm actually kind of happy he won. He says, people are going to hate me, but I'm a big fan of Chaos Cultists for Death Guard. Not because they're good, they're awful, but because they were some of my first models I got, and they make cool proxies, and now they're out of print. That's as good a reason as I've ever seen for any model ever. The fact that they look cool to you, and that they were some of your first models, I can definitely get with that. So, I paint small things. Congratulations, dude. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reply to your comment a little later, asking you for your email. You reply to it with your email. I'll reply to you, like, immediately with my email, and then you can delete your comment if you want. Otherwise, people might, like, fake that they're you, so I kind of want to be careful about that. But congratulations. All right, next up, we got... this is going to be... So yeah, that's right, I didn't tell you. This is going to be for a Deradeo. If you haven't seen a Deradeo Dreadnought, it's pretty slick. It's actually one of my favorite ones, if we're being honest. I like the, I think it just looks sick. Big ass freaking, oh, let me be sure. All right. Is it the Deradeo or one of the other ones I'm giving away? Shit. All right, I'm pretty sure it's Deradeo. All right, we'll just say it's Deradeo. If it's not, then I guess I'm giving away a model I didn't want to. Oh, that's right. Okay, it is, because it was the Leviathan I don't want to give away. All right, drum roll. Good luck, guys. Legend X 1995. Ooh, all right, we got a Drukhari player, so I don't know, maybe you can resell it or something. All right, Legend X 1995. He says, the Incubi must be my favorite Drukhari model. They just show you everything you might like about Drukhari. They got their trophies, they got huge blades, and they got spice them. Of course, the armor's just sexy. I freaking love them. Hey, that's as good a reason as any. I do also love the Incubi. I do also agree that they're one of the cooler looking Drukhari. I will say, too, like, yeah, man, you're thinking of the same things. You seem a little younger, sorta, so I'm glad you win this, man. Congratulations, Legend. Again, I will send you a message. I hope you reply. Anybody who doesn't reply, like, I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. All right, and then third up, we got the runner-up, runners-up. This is gonna be something, and we'll see who we get, and we'll see what we pick out. Alias 2002. Hey man, been subscribed for a while. I just want to say I love your content. The stuff you put out is amazing. Oh, shut up, Alias. Hope your channel makes it big. I have no interest in the giveaway. Just want to express how great your content is, and it's a huge help for a beginner like me. Anyways, my favorite army in the unit is Necrons. It's a Hexmark Destroyer. I remember this guy. I had something set aside special for you, even if you didn't win, Alias. So, congratulations, dude. I got some Necron stuff for you. I'm gonna hit you up, brother. Yeah, I remember you. You were one of the first to reply. And I remember thinking, oh, I got some Necron stuff. Anyways, he says the Hexmark Destroyer, which does look badass, by the way. He says, looks badass, and the free Overwatch strat with it lets you shoot back at enemies repeatedly is also really good. Congratulations, dude. I'm gonna hit you up a little later. And that means we got more Chaos stuff to get away, don't we? So, Alright, guys, let's play a game. I am going to think of a number between 1 and 10. Tell me what number I'm thinking of. I'm just going to wait a second while y'all put in your answers. Caveman got it. It was a 6. Caveman Luther, you, sir, are going to win the, who was I giving the Daredeo to? Shit, I can't give you the Daredeo. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I gotta look at something. Alright, Caveman, you won a Warpsmith, my friend. What I will do... Alright, if you want to, you can put your email in the chat, Caveman Luther. Otherwise, you can wait until after the video and just put a comment or whatever, and then I'll reply to it and however. So, yeah, either leave a comment with your email later and then just delete it immediately after I email you, or you can put it in the chat. Be careful if you put it in the chat. Remember, it's going to be there for, like, perpetuity. Okay? We're not done yet, though. So, alright, next up, let's see. What do you guys think is the first army I ever played ever? I'll give you guys a minute to pick your answers. What was the first army Fat Archon probably tried ever? I'll give you a hint, it was in the 90s. Alright, I can stop y'all. So, Banana Chips won. Sorry, Francis. I like, split second. Alright, you know what? Both Banana and Francis won. It was Orcs. When I was like 9 years old, something like that, I went to the card shop, and they had a bunch of 40k models. I didn't know what the hell they were, and I thought they were just toys. So I bought an Orc Buggy as my very first model. Took it home, painted it. I'm sure I made it look like ass. I remember it smelled terrible because I used just the regular, like, the paints you get from, like, Walmart or whatever. And I painted it. It's like the worst model ever. And I had an itty-bitty little orc army that I played when I was, like, 10 years old or whatever. After that, I bought the 3rd edition box set that came with the Dark Eldar and Space Marines. So after Orcs, I did play those ones. But that's the one that I was doing. Oh, Francis, you talked to me about the buggy in my comment. If that's cheating, get Banana. Okay. Don't worry about it too much. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, Banana, what army do you play? Be honest. And Francis, what army do you play? Be honest. Necrons and Daemons. Alright, Banana, I got a, what is it called? I have a Beast of Nurgle for you. It's a 3D printed one, but it looks sick as hell. So I got a Beast of Nurgle that I'll send to you. And then Francis, what army do you play? Oh yeah, dude, no, it looks sick. It looks like it fits in with the real thing or whatever. And in fact, I'll probably send you 2 of them because I can just 3D print them, so whatever. You just started World Eaters, but Orcs were my first. So I don't have any Orc models anymore. Do you want some okay, it's up to you. You be honest with me, Francis. Do you want the old school Berserkers? The like, out-of-print kit? Because I have a bunch of those, and honestly, I don't think I'll ever really use them. It's that, or I can send you, like, Chaos Spawn. And then, okay, for the rest of you guys who are here, I do still have something special for all of you. Here, I gotta check how many people are in the chat before I say that, though. Give me 1 second here. Alright, we got 14 people. Shit. It's more than I thought. Whichever you prefer, I have neither. Okay, Francis, I'll send you a special model, okay? I'll pick out something that I know will work with World Eaters, and I'll send it to you. So it'll be a surprise. Again, just like I was telling, damn it, I wrote your name down. I better remember. Oh shit, I didn't write your name down. Caveman Luther. Alright, gotta write that down. Just like I told Luther, basically after the video, like, leave a comment, I'll comment you, give me your email. Yeah, we've been over that. So, with everybody who's won. And then for everybody else in the chat who didn't, like, win, quote unquote, I'm gonna give you guys my email, and you can email me with your address if you're comfortable with it, and I'll just, like I said, I got something special for you guys. It's not a model, I only have so many models, and I do need to save some for the next giveaway, because I'm going to do another giveaway in the future. But, okay, I guess I won't keep it that secret. My logo or whatever, the Fat Archon logo, I got some really fancy stickers made for them. So some of them are like cut out, some of them are huge. They're super high quality. I work at a sign shop. So I'm going to send it all to you guys. Here, I got to write down some names real quick, though. So Francis, Luther, World Eaters, Caveman was... what did I give Caveman? Fuck. Well, luckily I recorded the video, so I can watch it later and remember what I said I'd give you guys. Alright, here's my sticker, my sticker. Here's my email, thefatarchon@gmail.com. There you go. So, if you guys are comfortable with it, email me your address, and just mention, hey, I was in the chat, or something like that. And like I said, I will send you all something special, just for y'all coming around. This was a blast. I have been having more fun doing these live streams than, like, any of the other videos or whatever. So I really do appreciate you guys coming around. This was really fun. Originally, I was just going to do, like, a 2-minute freaking Draw in the Winners thing. I knew it'd be kind of boring, so I appreciate you guys coming around. You all were fun to talk with, had great suggestions. Let's see what people are saying. James, you used to work at a sign shop too? Yeah, actually, okay, so we do a lot of stuff, but, yeah, one of it is, like, making signs. I literally work around a vinyl printer all day, every day. I can't make the fancy stuff, so I can't make, like, 1,000 awesome stickers or whatever, but, yeah, that's basically what I do for a living. I run, like, a department or whatever. Let's see, Caveman, interview with Colin from Warhammer on a CK list still in the works. Is that the, what? Interview with Colin. I don't have any interview with Colin. Oh, Colin K. I don't think he ever reached out to me, which is okay. That's totally fine. I don't think he did. Maybe I'll bug him again, because we did talk on Reddit or whatever. But I don't believe he reached out to me. Truthfully, if you guys want the honest truth, like, I'm like I don't know, I'm an introvert individual or whatever, so I didn't exactly go out of my way to, like, bug him about it either. So maybe, I didn't know he was from Warhammer, like, geez, if I knew that, like, hell yes, I'd want to interview him, so maybe I'll bug him again. But no, I did actually, so what's awesome, somebody sent me, I think it was just last night, somebody sent me a army list that they want me to review for their Chaos Knights or whatever. So if you guys ever need help with it was just Chaos Space Marines. If you guys ever need help with your list or any questions at all, you're welcome to bug me. You can always send me an email with, like, questions you got about Chaos or whatever, or leave it uncommented in the video. Like, it's better. That helps with the metrics or whatever. But, yeah, you guys are always more than welcome to reach out to me. Like I said, I do want to do more giveaways in the future, so, like, keep your eyes peeled for, like, more announcements. I got some really cool, I bought some, what's the, like, fancy, God damn it. I'm having a brain fart. You can buy, like, fancy demon models that were, like, 3D printed by a real artist or whatever. I got some of those. I'm thinking about giving those away maybe next time. Do you think you would live stream a TTS match? Says James David. One day. 100% one day. Relatively soonish. So, like, I don't know, a couple months or something. Yes, 100%. Part of it is I need to find a good opponent. So, like, somebody I played with a few times and I trust. I normally just play strangers right now. So I need to find somebody I, like, understand, trust, and knows the game. But yeah, 100%. Yeah, I want to do a TTS match. I would need to, like, practice too. Like, not practice playing, but, like, practice how to, like, stream it correctly so it's not boring. But yes, that's in the cards. I also do want to make a Discord server. I'm a bad procrastinator, so I've been putting it off for a while. Okay, truthfully, with the Discord, I kind of want to wait till I have a few more subscribers. Like, we're exploding, don't get me wrong. Like, we're getting there quick. But I want to wait for there's some more people, just so it's not, like, barren and, like, empty all the time. I don't normally use Discord all that often, aside from, like, Tabletop Simulator or whatever. So, like, I'm not the best at, like, knowing how to moderate them that well or whatever. Although I know you can, like, get bots and stuff. But yeah, Discord's in the cards. A lot of that stuff. I want to improve the channel. It's gotten way better than I thought it could be, or, like, grown way bigger than I thought it could be. So I do, you know, I want to, like, learn how to do YouTube. I probably shouldn't tell you guys, but it's kind of insane. So I'm not in this for the money in the least bit. That's not why I started this channel. It's because I love 40k, and I love, like, helping people learn 40k, and I love, like, doing guides and stuff. But, dude, I'm making $10 a day off freaking, ad revenue or whatever. Isn't that insane? And what's cool, I can use that to, like, upgrade my mic. I can buy a new computer chair because it just broke yesterday. I can buy more models to show you guys. Like, yeah, I'm really excited that as the channel goes bigger, I can improve the channel way more. But there's a lot of plans going forward. James David says, maybe against some viewers. Yes, 1000%. That was also something I thought. Once, you know, I'd have to, like, vet people or whatever. But yes, I would, 100%, I would play people. I think that'd be really fun. Be fun for everybody. I was even thinking, too, maybe, like, a newer player. Not somebody who's brand new, but play somebody who's, like, new-ish to 40k. And that way, like, everybody can kind of learn together with them if they're newer. Or maybe somebody just who knows 40k but is getting into the competitive side of things. That would actually, I would have a blast doing that. I love, like, who doesn't like teaching people and stuff? So that'd be really fun to show them, like, ooh, if you're being competitive, like, probably shouldn't do that. I think that would be fun. Quinn Morris says, Fat Archon out here converting me to Chaos. Dude, they are the best race. If you like unique models, unique rules, you know, unique armies, a lot of variety and whatnot, I do think Chaos is one of the best ones you can choose. To each their own. I could, like, regular Space Marines look cool or whatever, but to me personally, they're kind of generic. Like, I'd rather have, like, spikes and cool stuff hanging off, you know? So yeah, definitely give Chaos a look. And Demons are, like, the most unique army ever, and, like, the most Warhammer themed on the planet. So I love them a lot. Hell yeah, man, get your money, making fat stacks. Yeah, isn't that hilarious? $10 a day. I'm like, holy shit. And it's like nothing. I'm sure, like, Aspect Tactics is like, dude, you're not a millionaire. Oh, dude, Jorge, that's awesome. Yeah, Nurglings are super worth it. I made a video. This is like one of my earlier videos. I made a video on, like, using Nurglings or whatever. They are so worth it, dude. I hope that they've won you some games. They alone, like, you might not even realize it, but they're gonna win you some games from, like, the points they get and the distraction they run and stuff. Yeah, Nurglings are freaking amazing. So I'm really glad to hear you dug that. That actually, like, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Charlie, so happy I picked Demons as my first army. You picked damn well, sir. What's cool about Demons, especially, you got like 4 armies in one to choose from. Like, how could you not, you know, how could you not dig that? They are like, okay, I only remember them back to like 7th edition, but they are almost always one of the most competitive armies. Maybe 8th edition index days, they weren't the best or whatever, but Demons are always like one of the top tier. And I just love the monster mash. Like, who doesn't love Greater Demons? That would be so weird if you didn't like Greater Demons. And even if you don't have Greater Demons, like, build into that one day. Who doesn't love, like, Plague Bearers? Who doesn't love a lady playing freaking harp with this dude's guts? Like, there's so much to love about Chaos Demons, especially. Also, too, the fact you can ally them in any other Chaos army, like, that makes them pretty cool. I wish you could ally CSM. So James David says, I wish you could ally Chaos Space Marines into Demons. It's funny you mention that because all the time I get mixed up that, oh yeah, you can't do that. I agree with you completely. I wish you could, yeah, I wish you could mix any of them. I wish you could mix Death Guard with Chaos Space Marines or World Eaters with Chaos Space Marines, etc., etc. I think they should all, they're freaking Chaos, man. They're the same faction. I think you should be able to ally any and every one of them that you want. I remember being really pissed off in 9th edition that they took away all our allies. I think it was 9th is when they did that. Maybe it was 8th. I remember being so upset because part of the reason I got into Chaos was that I could run whatever I wanted. And I could, like, mix and match cool armies or whatever. Obviously, you know, if you're doing casual, rule of cool, like, just tell your friend, hey, I'm bringing Death Guard with my CSM. Is that cool? They're going to be cool with it. But yeah, million reasons like CSM. Eduardo says, I'm still starting with my first army, but really enjoying the community and your videos. Also good to know what I'll be facing once I hit the tabletop. There, that means a boatload to me hearing that. Always one of the main points of my, like, channel is to help newer players. So I really appreciate you saying that. It means I'm doing, you know, doing my job here. Like I said, you're welcome to email me if you ever have questions, need army list advice or whatever. Like, that's what I'm here for. And I genuinely do like interacting with you guys. Alo says, I want to change the design of bloodletters. They look like tunes. Ooh, you might not have liked my my tier list review of them the other day. You know, you're right. They're definitely getting old. They're, like, definitely showing their age 100%, and they are kind of cartoony. In their defense, I'll say they look like demons. If you were to ask somebody who's never played Warhammer, you said, tell me what a Chaos Demon looks like, they're probably going to draw you this. So I'll give them that. Super duper need a refresh. In fact, isn't the like Rindmaster newer? We should be able to see what the new sculpts would look like. Wouldn't necessarily be that guy, although he would be close. Let's see, Ren Master. No, actually, nah. I think these, yeah, they got the stupid heads. The heads are like, the back of the head is one of the, they look like cone heads or whatever, if I'm remembering right. Although his detail is pretty good up there. By the way, this model's sick as hell. I love the Rin Master. Travis said, I filled my Contemptor Dreadnought with Nurglings. Still need to paint it. I made one of the Nurglings chewing on the wiring so the grenade launcher is pointing way off target. That is awesome. That sort of stuff is like, how you doing, man? Alright, this is probably terrible advice, but Mortarion has some of the better Nurglings hanging off of him, if I'm remembering right. Oh, is it Mortarion? Who's the one with the, like, the helmet on or whatever? Anyways, Mortarion has some cool little Nurglings. That's terrible advice. Don't buy Mortarion just for the Nurglings. But you could. I like his fly. It's like, aren't they so cute? That's a genius idea. Having it gnawing on the wiring, like, I definitely dig that. Mondragon picked up 4 of the, what is it, blood cannons? Skull cannon. I was close. Blood, skull, they're interchangeable with Khorne. Good choice. You should convert 1 to be a Ren Master as well. I'm telling you, man. Don't sleep on the Ren Master. It's freaking nuts. It's one of the best Khorne models they have access to. One of the better ones. Don't ever buy Epidemius. If you like Nurgle, like, just wait on this guy. Look, dude, you can't even make out what these little blobs are down here. So, pro tip for you, skip Epidemius for now. The Helmet Nurgling is with the Marine Champion. All right. Hey! All right. This guy would be worth buying just for that Nurgling. I almost guarantee you that you can buy this off eBay for like way more than it should cost. You know, I don't think I own this guy. Yeah, I don't think I do. I'll have to buy him. Look, he's even got the dude up top. Like, yeah, this is like, this has probably sold so many of this model, just this Nurgling right there. I love it so much. Yeah, dude, yeah, if you've never seen it, this is one of the better Nurglings ever. There's another one, too. We reviewed it yesterday. There's literally a Nurgling, like, shaking his ass at you. I wish I remember the kid it was on, though. I know it was a demon. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Yeah, there's literally a Nurgling upside down, shaking his ass in your face. And I thought it was adorable. Not that I'm into little butts. You got the dance. Alright. Apparently we're taking apparently I need to do, oh my god, I think I will, as like a fun thing at some point. Maybe, I don't know, April Fool. We can rank the best looking Nurglings. Wouldn't that be fun? Because this guy's pretty up there. A little dancing Nurgling. I like that. Oh my god, yeah, no, I really do want to, like, rate the Nurglings. I think that'd be hilarious. Alright, come on. Where's the one showing his ass? Come on. Trying not to spend too much time on this. Oh, was it? No, it wasn't them. The Great Unclean one? Oh, this one has a cool one, too. He's literally crushing one with, like, his nutsack. Here. Check it out. It might be hard to see, but, it won't let me zoom in too much. Yeah, he's, like, crushing one with his nutsack. I love it. Oh, let me zoom, scroll down. Right there. Help me. I love that detail so much. You know, I don't know. I don't think I put that on my my guy, so I need to find that somewhere. I still want to find the one shaking his ass, and then we'll close it up. I was gonna say, here's another sick model, in my humble opinion. This is one of my favorite models ever made, anywhere, from any game, anything ever. I just love Slimix so freaking much. It's really, like, cartoony, so I can see how some people might not like it, but I just think it's beautiful. And look, you got, like, the Mario plant right there for some odd reason. This is one of the best ones that you ever. And again, talking about cute little Nurglings, like, that's pretty adorable. Okay, I don't remember which way he was shaking his ass. He's literally upside down. They even painted his ass cheek, like, red. It's, like, it's adorable, honestly. Damn it, I wish I knew where it was. All right, guys. This this has been, Plague Bearers. Okay. Let's see. He says Plague Bearers. Oh, I think you're right. Let's look. Yeah! Good save, James. It's right there. Can I find one that is just him? They didn't do it. They don't have one where it's just him, but isn't that, like, this is why I love Nurgling so much, because they get to, like, get into the goofy stuff. Which, like, it's 40k, we're playing figurines or whatever. It's kind of cool for them to be goofy. By the way, whoever's talking about I'm like chewing wires or whatever, maybe you should get a Plague Bearer kit and buy it so you can get this Nurgling right here. Because I bet you, man, it would just fit in his mouth or whatever. So that might be a chill idea right there. Also, too, Plague Bearers are pretty cool. Like, I like them a lot. Yeah, this guy, like, dangling off his guts or whatever. I love them so much, man. Nurglings and Nurgle in general, such a good one. They painted the ass cheeks red, like... Good job, GW. Good job. Oh, yeah, touche. The Alo is saying, do you think they make a combat patrol for Chaos Knights? They say it'll be 3 War Dogs and a Codex, but didn't release the data sheets or a box for the game. So I do not think, and if you want me to be honest, I kind of hope they don't. Like, I'm sorry for any Chaos Knight players out there, but combat patrol is what? It's 500 points, right? I don't think that would be... there's a decent chance it wouldn't be the most fun thing for your opponent. Because Chaos Knights are like a skew list. Granted, you are talking about War Dogs, so yeah, maybe just 2 to 3 War Dogs. Like, okay, maybe. I'm not sure that they'll do it because it is still a skew list. Because not every combat patrol even has any form of anti-tank whatsoever. Not every combat patrol has it. Truthfully, what you do in that case is you would talk to your friend and say, hey, hey, we're learning 40k, or hey, we're doing combat patrol together. Would it be okay if I run like 2 of these knights or whatever, or 3 of these knights? I tell you what, too. Any one of your troops that shoots them, you get +1 to wound, and you can reroll 1s or whatever. Like, give him a boost if he doesn't have the anti-tank or whatever. But that would be my concern, is that it's too skew, so GW might not do it. Might not do it. Let's see, am I missing anything here? Oh, okay, this was from way earlier, but James David said, kind of upsetting, I can't use Vashtorr in my Demons army. I'd have to agree with you there. Yeah, dude, Vashtorr is literally a demon. Like, it'd be kind of cool if you could run an undivided list or something. That says, let's see what happens when the Codex comes out. I wouldn't be that surprised if much later in the edition, or next edition, we had Dark Mechanicum. So that might be when we end up seeing Vashtorr. By the way, because, it's fun to look at. I love looking at models. Anybody who hasn't seen them already, Vashtorr's a pimp. Yeah, that face is so cool. I love it so much. And his lore is really cool, too. He's, like, rational to a fault. Yeah, I love this guy a lot. I had a couple complaints when I rated him the other day, but, like, as time's gone on, like, no, I was a little too rough on that. I think I did put him in S tier at the end, I think. I like him a lot. Mondragon. So Mondragon asks, what can you use him in? If not demons, he can go in Chaos Space Marines, period. Like, yeah, just CSM. His whole thing, he's like he buffs demon engines. So his lore, if I'm not mistaken, I only know a little bit of the lore, he, like, runs the Demon Forge, which is, like, the place on the warp where they even make demon engines. Which, dude, like, you guys gotta look up the lore if you don't already know it about all this chaos stuff. The Demon Forge is awesome. They basically trick demons into giving their souls up to become a demon engine. Like, they convince them that they're going to get all this power and stuff, but they have to, like, sign a contract, which I guess means something in the warp, that they have to, like, give all their, anything they, like, find, they have to give to the Forge Master, which is Vashtorr, apparently. So, basically, long story short, like, they always get screwed over. If they try to leave their armor or whatever, like, they get banished and all this stuff. Such good lore, but he leads the, the Demon Forge, so he makes demon engines, is the way I understand it. Yeah, James David says, yep, he makes Soul Grinders and others. By the way, best model, okay, I was mixing up with the Defiler, but Soul Grinder, pretty awesome. It's showing its age. I hope they revamp it soon. But even this older model, still sick as hell, man. It's so cool. A demon arms dealer. Yes, that'd be an excellent description of Vashtorr for sure. All right, guys. So I got off work. I took like 30 minutes to get everything together, and I hopped on the stream. So I really need to, like, eat and shower and chill out and all this stuff. Genuinely, I love you guys. Like, you guys are awesome to talk to. I think I'm gonna do some more range reviews this weekend. So Saturday and maybe Sunday as well, I'm gonna do some more reviews. Don't forget to email me, thefatarchon@gmail.com, if you want the little, like, bonus stuff. And all you winners, the guys who won stuff in the chat, don't forget to leave a comment. It doesn't even have to be on this video. You can leave it on any video because I'll know your name or whatever. But leave a comment saying, like, hey, it's me. Or you can leave your email address. I don't know. I'll reply ASAP. And then if you want, or you should, delete your email right after once I, like, confirm I have your email. And then, like I said, I'll send you some stuff. Again, shoot me an email for the goodies. You're more than welcome to ask me questions. I hope I see you guys this weekend. It's normally around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's normally when I've been doing it lately. This has been such a blast. Really, I can't thank you guys enough. If I missed any of your questions or anything you guys mentioned, I apologize. Didn't mean to skip it if that happened. But yeah, good luck out there, guys, and thank you again for all coming along. I appreciate y'all. And good luck on the table. Go kick some butt. Yeah, on Pacific Standard Time, exactly. Yeah, Best Coast. So again, normally 2 p.m. Okay, I gotta quit rambling on, but somebody in Europe, I had a few people from Europe mentioning how, oh, I can't make it because I'm European time. So I think as like a special thing, like, I don't know, this will be a few weeks or a month or something. I'll do a stream like at some funky time so they can make it. Anyways, all right, I'm out of here, guys. You all have a wonderful night, all right? And again, email me, thefatarchon@gmail. And if you won, make sure you comment. Or email me. Just please don't fake yourself as somebody else. Thank you, Alo. You were awesome, by the way, Alo. Banana, you were awesome too. James, I appreciate it. I know I've seen you around. Thunder, love seeing you around, man. You've always been great to talk to. I've seen you many times now, so you rock. Francis, Mondragon, Jorge. I'm trying to go through all the names. If I missed your name, I appreciate you. All right, guys, for real, I'm out of here this time. Have a wonderful night, and good luck on the table.